We all have a voice inside our heads. It can be supportive or it can be our worst critic. This inner critic feeds on our insecurities, whispering doubts when we're most vulnerable. It tells us we're not good enough, smart enough, or brave enough. I know this voice well. It used to drown out my dreams, making me question my every move. One day I realized I had a choice. Let the critic win or fight back. I decided to challenge those negative thoughts, to face my fears with courage and compassion. It wasn't easy. It took time and effort, but slowly, I started to silence the critic and embrace my true potential. This is the journey we're all on. We all have the power to conquer our inner critic and live a life full of purpose and joy. It starts by recognizing that self-doubt is a universal experience, not a sign of weakness. Self-doubt is a common human experience. It affects everyone, regardless of age, background, or achievement. We all have moments when we question ourselves, our abilities, and our worth. These doubts can stem from past experiences, societal pressures, or even our own expectations. The impact of self-doubt can be profound. It can hold us back from pursuing our dreams, taking risks, and forming meaningful connections. When we allow self-doubt to take root, it can erode our confidence, limit our potential, and diminish our overall well-being. Remember, you are not alone in this struggle. Millions of people face the same challenges, and millions have overcome them. Recognizing the universality of self-doubt is the first step towards conquering it. It allows us to approach our inner critic with compassion and understanding, rather than judgment and shame. So how do we tame this inner critic? One powerful tool is mindfulness. Mindfulness is about paying attention to the present moment without judgment. When we practice mindfulness, we become more aware of our thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations. This awareness allows us to observe our self-doubt without getting swept away by it. We can notice the negative thoughts arising, acknowledge them, and then choose to let them go. Think of your thoughts as clouds passing by in the sky. You don't need to engage with every cloud, you can simply observe them and let them drift away. Mindfulness helps us create space between our thoughts and our actions. It allows us to respond to self-doubt with intention, rather than react out of fear or insecurity. By practicing mindfulness, we can gradually weaken the grip of our inner critic and cultivate a greater sense of self-acceptance. Section 4. Taming the critic, self-compassion. Another key to overcoming self-doubt is self-compassion. This means treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer a close friend. When self-doubt creeps in, instead of berating ourselves, we can choose to offer words of comfort and encouragement. Imagine a friend came to you filled with self-doubt. Would you criticize them or offer support? We need to extend that same compassion to ourselves. Remember that everyone makes mistakes, experiences setbacks, and faces challenges. It's okay to feel inadequate sometimes. Instead of judging ourselves harshly, let's offer ourselves understanding and encouragement. Self-compassion allows us to acknowledge our imperfections without losing sight of our inherent worthiness. It creates a safe and nurturing inner space where we can grow and thrive. Section 5. Taming the critic. Challenge your thoughts. Self-doubt often thrives on distorted thinking patterns. We may engage in all-or-nothing thinking, catastrophizing, or mind-reading. These negative thought patterns can fuel our self-doubt and keep us stuck in a cycle of negativity. To challenge these thoughts, we need to become aware of them and then question their validity. Are these thoughts based on facts or feelings? Are they serving us or holding us back? Once we identify the negative thought patterns, we can start to reframe them in a more positive and realistic light. Remember, our thoughts are not facts. They are simply interpretations of our experiences. By challenging our negative thoughts, we can start to create a more balanced and empowering inner dialogue. We can replace self-doubt with self-belief and open ourselves up to new possibilities. Section 6. Embrace imperfection. Finally, conquering self-doubt requires embracing imperfection. We live in a culture that often glorifies perfectionism, but the truth is, perfection is an illusion. Striving for perfection sets us up for disappointment and reinforces our self-doubt. Instead of chasing an unattainable ideal, let's focus on progress, not perfection. Every step we take, no matter how small, is a victory. Let's celebrate our efforts and acknowledge our growth along the way. Remember, it's in the messy, imperfect moments that we often discover our greatest strengths. So, embrace your imperfections, celebrate your progress, and never stop believing in yourself. The journey to self-confidence is ongoing, but with each step, we move closer to living a life filled with authenticity, courage, and joy. You are capable of amazing things. Go out there and make them happen.